We're also learning this morning that 2 more horses have died at Churchill Downs. It happened over the weekend. They sustained unrecoverable injuries from a holiday weekend race. This now makes 12 deaths since last month at the nation's most famed horse racing track. Nick Smith has the very latest on this story. So, Nick, what can you tell us there from Churchill Downs?
I can tell you once again that horse racing is in the news for all the wrong reasons, and this remains an active investigation. It's been an alarming start to the spring horse racing season at Kentucky's iconic Churchill Downs. 12 horses have died since the end of April, and officials have no idea what's to blame or how to stop it. Just as the horse racing world was preparing to descend on the Louisville track for the 149th running of the Kentucky Derby, horses have been experiencing injuries with no apparent link between the injuries. Now, the issues are so bad that horses have been euthanized. In a statement released Sunday, Churchill Downs saying, in part, "It is with absolute dismay and sorrow that we report this highly unusual statistic. We do not accept this as suitable or tolerable and share the frustrations of the public and, in some cases, the questions to which we do not yet have the answers." It began on April 27th when Derby qualifier Wild on Ice was euthanized after a training session. 2 days later, Code of Kings flipped in over the paddock, fracturing his neck, requiring his owners to put him down. Later that night, Parents' Pride was the 3rd horse to die at Churchill Downs. The situation worsened as Derby Day approached. 2 more horses, Take Charge Brianna and Chasing Artie, died after racing on the Churchill Downs turf. A day later, Churchill Downs released its first statement acknowledging any horse had died at all. Tragedy struck on Derby Day itself as Chloe's Dream and Freezing Point both suffered an unrecoverable injury and had to be euthanized. 2 more horses were put down the following weekend, Bosque Redondo on May 13th and Rio Moon the day after. Bosque Redondo's death was not made public until this past weekend. And on May 20th, 3-year-old filly Swanson Lake became the 10th horse to die at Churchill Downs. And finally, this weekend, Lost in Limbo and Kimberley Dream were both euthanized after suffering inoperable and unrecoverable injuries. Blake, Churchill Downs is saying it's working with the Kentucky Horse Racing Commission and the Horse Racing Integrity and Authority to investigate this matter. Now, the track's current slate of races runs through July 3rd. Blake?
Yeah, very concerning out there in Kentucky. Nick Smith, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.